now time for us to go ahead to our next speaker. Let's now call upon the Director and GMO of Suzuki Motor Corporation, Kinji Saito, who has over 3 decades of leadership in the automotive industry. Mr. Saito has been instrumental in driving Suzuki's global strategy, championing innovation, market expansion, and sustainable mobility solutions. His visionary approach and expertise in navigating complex markets has positioned Suzuki as a global leader in the automotive sector. So let's get to know a lot from him with none other than Mr. Kinji Saito.
Thank you for nice introduction. I'm Kinji Saito from Suzuki Motor Corporation. I came here in India 30 years back, January 1995. And since then, I was working with you. Because of that, my body is 50% Indian, 50% maybe Japanese. Thank you very much. So, now, I'm talking about Suzuki's initiative for the future. Today, we don't talk about automobiles itself, but what should be our initiative toward this potential market? So, first of all, we talk about Suzuki's way of countermeasure to the carbon neutrality. Then, we should recognize what is India's potential. And finally, we talk about the next billion strategy as our new ventures. So first of all, as you know, carbon neutrality for the automobile industry is always believed that we should make lots of EVs. Yes, we just introduced our e-Vitara on 17th and in New Delhi. But apart from this, the real carbon neutrality should happen in our business way, in a very practical way. So, as I said, not only the EVs, we prepare hybrid system, but also we use CNG and biofuels. So the combination of these countermeasures will make more sense in our way to realize the carbon neutrality of the business. First of all, I must say, the global warming potential. So this calculation is here. Many of you know it, that the methane is 28 times worse than CO2 in terms of greenhouse effect. So that is why we considered attacking methane is much better than attacking CO2. Then we found this way. We use cow downs. From cow downs, we extract methane, and that methane is used for the fuel for the automobiles. To extract it, the biggest for us is how to gather all cow downs every day from the farmer's house. So we had an agreement with NDDBA because they are gathering the milk from the farmer's house every day. So we asked them to cooperate, and they will do not only the milk gathering, but also they will collect cow downs. I requested them, please do it separately, otherwise it can mix. So, this will make big sense for us. As you see this screen, this will not make not only the gas, but also the fertilizers and the job creations. It's a great project. So, if we say the carbon neutrality, many of you consider only from the tank to wheel. If it is so, yes, EV is the best solution. But if we consider the well-to-wheel, which involves how to make the fuel, how to make the power, then which is the best solution we have to consider? From this point of view, we made this calculation. According to that calculation, so by 1 kilometer running, a normal petrol engine will produce 190 grams of CO2. But in India, EVs also produces 151 grams of CO2 because the power itself is generated by lots of coals. Then we use this methane, which is 28 times worse gas than CO2, burn it, then the effect of this is minus 1,141 grams, which is carbon negative. So this is a great example that we have another way to realize the carbon neutrality. So this is the way. As you see, the right side, EV uses the power. But for the power, we burn a lot of coals. And through that process, a lot of CO2 will come out. But on the left side, we will collect lots of methane from the cow dungs. And because of that, so cow dung can be burned, then only one time worse gas, CO2, will come out. So 27 should be the credit for this calculation. So that is why that calculation can produce the negative numbers of 1,141 grams. So that is our way of calculation. We have 300 million cows in this country. Congratulations, you have a lot of cows, a lot of fuel resources. And if it is so, because 10 cows down can make enough gas for the one car to be operated in a day, so you can operate 30 million vehicles by cow dung only, if all cow dungs can be collected and turned into the gas. What a good thing we do have, right? So not only this, let's consider under both way, EVs and this cow dung gas usage. If we go to the cow dung options, the price of the vehicle very low because we can use a CNG vehicle as it is. Infrastructure, EV requires a lot of charging stations, but for CNG and this cow dung, yes, we can use the existing one. And we can make a lot of environment, a lot of job creation along with environment solutions. So biogas, cow dung-based biogas, is such a nice option for us to consider. So Albert, I was hesitant to say these things because yesterday I opened the one application of one AI and I asked them, what should be the best solution to have the carbon neutrality for the automobile industries? Their answer was, I asked them in addition to the normal one, but there is a biogas, cow dung-based biogas option is there, included. Then the answer was, number one, EV. Wow. Number two, cow dung-based biogas. Number three, biogas. Number four, something, hybrid, something like this, using public transportation. These are their numbers. But the answer of EV was based on the assumption that power generation is becoming cleaner and cleaner and cleaner in future. That is why they selected EVs #1. So please correct your AI system. This is wrong, okay? So definitely, cow down option is the best one to realize the carbon neutrality. So apart from this, yes, we can create, from scratch, we can create good fertilizers, and we can create employment. Very good. And this kind of biogas can be used, not only the gas itself, but also power generation and fertilizer saved, and vehicle fuel. All the things is there. We have already started the experimental plant in some 3 places, and we added 2 already. So after knowing it, so what should be our next venture to be realized? We have sold more than 30 million vehicles in this country. But still, a lot of customers are waiting for us. So we have very nice IT infrastructure, starting from Aadhaar and UPI and India Stock, as you made. And we have a lot of potential areas to be developed, starting from rural economy, agriculture, logistics to that place, and gender inclusions. So we considered these are the very potential area for us to do. Then we established impact entrepreneurship supporting system. So by that patient capital. That is another topic we will do. So this is so-called Next Bharat Ventures. So thanking to the Gift Cities facility and their cooperation, so we could establish it in a very fast manner. This year, last year itself, and the managing director of this fund managing company is Mr. Jindal, who is IIT Hyderabad guy, and he joined Suzuki Japan directly from IIT Hyderabad, and he came to me and he proposed that let's do this kind of ventures. Then we considered what can be done, what areas should we do. Then finally we agreed to establish this. Our board of directors of Suzuki Motor Japan unanimously agreed and support this idea to make it happen here. So we put $40 million in the first batch of this money to support the impact entrepreneurs. We select, every 6 months, we select 15 entrepreneurs to be supported. But the process involves lots of applications all over India, and we visit their sites and confirm what is going on. And we select 15 of them for the final candidates to be supported. Our support involves equity infusion and the debt financing support and all other supports, administrative support to make it happen. But the important selection criteria is how they have strong intention to do it. Because that kind of business is very tough business to continue. We don't want them to give up, sorry, but they continue. That is why we check their reason why they want to do it, why they have to do it. If their intention is strong, then we will decide to be selected. That is our way of supporting the impact entrepreneurs. So first batch is now becoming to end next week. They will start their expansion of business. Then second batch will be the second half of this year. So we'll continue this activity. So we have this kind of people here who has the business opportunity and he or she wants to realize it. So I'm very happy to say that Suzuki is very serious about this, starting from our CEO of Toshihiro Suzuki and to vice president of the company, and including me, directly support this venture to realize the next billion's future. So apart from this, IIT Hyderabad helped a lot for us to develop what should we do in 2 years. Then they made Suzuki Innovation Center in IIT Hyderabad itself, and we continue this kind of experimental activities in Hyderabad also. So this is our trial, our initiative to go to another tech-leading country of India. Tech is used, not tech itself only, but total life of the people here. That is my theme for all of you today. And I want your agreement that we can continue this kind of development using your tech and your agreement. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Mr. Saito, for joining us. We'd like to have an opportunity of inviting the convener of PIWOT 2025, Mr. Sharat Saraf, to please join us on stage and allow us an opportunity of having you in frame with Mr. Kinji Saito. And let's thank him for his amazing session with a bigger round of applause. We just, of course, request Mr. Saito to be in the center of the stage, allow the team to capture some wonderful moments of having you at the day 3 of PIWOT 2025. And in this session, we have leaders from Japan who are sharing their perspective of how technology is impacting the business they are doing in the country, and of course, how can we foster meaningful collaborations. In the frame, we can see Sharat Saraf having a hearty conversation with Mr. Saito, and I think events like these give you that platform of cross-country collaborations. Thank you, Mr. Saito, for joining us.